Stuff is too slow. What's up, guys? How's it going? All right. We good? Cool. Alright, fellas, we're gonna go ahead and run through just messing around with teleport and that kind of stuff. Thanks, Parker. Alright, if anybody has any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the chat, and we will run through whatever we can there. I do like, that looks good, that looks good, that looks good. Sweet. Whew. I'll tell you guys, it's cold in the studio. I'll be back in a sec. If you're not in the United States, it's cold over here because we've had all kinds of storms over the last little bit. But we're working through it now. All right, let's see. Moving here, then moving over here, then moving over here. Stream strength seems a bit wonky. Okay, fine. We got people. We're good. Stuff is happening. The stream exists. That's all I can hope for. It's all you can hope for. Alrighty then. There we are. Cranking along. And we have feed from the chats. It always takes so long for these things to warm up. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. So, for anybody who's new, let's go ahead and do that. Number one, this is print price calculator. We'll run through here real quick. Awesome tool if anybody needs it in order to get something going. Let's see. Wait, that's not what I want. This is what I want. Here we go. Now we're rolling. Now we're cooking with gas. All right. I'm going to go over here to ConjureCAD.cookie. So, we recently released a new cookie cutter maker for folks who want to just create cookies really, really easily. This new cookie cutter maker is called ConjureCAD. What you can do is all you have to do is either create a prompt or upload a photo, and it will instantly generate a cookie cutter for you, both an outline and a stamp, and you can download the file, or you can go ahead and purchase the cookie cutter. So it's a very quick way for anybody to get a custom cookie cutter in the mail if they want it. So the way it works right at the moment is all you have to do, wait. Changing view. This is what it looks like right here. So you can go ahead and go in here and just say, I want a shooting star, and it will go ahead and generate a new cutter for you based off of a shooting star. If you want to make adjustments, you can make adjustments as you go along there. So there you go. There's cookie cutter right there. Never existed before. But if you want to go back, you can use an example photo, and you can upload one of your own photos, whatever it may be. Might be a picture of a pet, might be a picture of a thing, and it will convert that into a cookie cutter. And this is just way easier than many of the other solutions that exist out there right now, because most of the time you're having to fiddle with a whole bunch of stuff, and this just gets rid of all of the fiddling. So you can actually get what you want out of it quickly and easily. And then if you want to, you can just hit buy there, and then you end up with the cutter that you need. But this is available for free. If you want to go ahead and download the STL, you can download the STL, and you get the STL for free. So that's easy. And yeah, if you want some examples, you can do names. Write out a Comic Sans version of the name Jerry. Let's just do that. And I haven't tried this before. We'll see how this one turns out. But yeah, Conjure Cookie is our new upgrade for that. That's a fantastic version of this. And you can now see there is the outline and the stamp versions of it there. So there's a stamp version of Jerry and the outline version of it. It is losing the JE, so there might be some ifs on that, but that's okay. Right here, go ahead and do the dog. We'll see what the dog looks like. When a dog goes in, you can take a picture of your pet, turn it into a cookie cutter, quick, easy, don't have to deal with any shenanigans, and life just gets easier. And then you've got these two nice little cutters. You got the main one and the line. Kind of a weird line there, but that's all right. And go from there. Let's see here. What else would you want? Give me... What do you got? Chat, what do you think we ought to make? We could... Yeah, chat is working. I'm seeing some chat there, Foolby. There's some of it coming through. I have 2 chats. I see 2 chats. So let's see how everybody else is doing. I see 2 chats when I'm watching the thing. That's all there is. But yeah, chat should be working just fine. Just like normal's there. Let's see. Yeah, everything's fine. Everybody's here. We got people watching. I'll add this in. There we are. Just typed, wrote it, and put a thing in chat. If people can't see it, something's up with chat. Oh, a cookie cutter for Valentine's Day. That's a good idea. Let's do that. Cookie cutter for Valentine's. Though you don't need that. Inside a catalog, we just released 100 new Valentine's cutters. Valentine's. So you can get free cookie cutters over there if you want them. All right, what else we got? Everybody else. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a weird one. But there you go. Quick and easy. That turned out splendiferously right there. That looks great. And yeah, you could buy the cutter, get it to a person. It'll ship in a day or 2. Nifty little builder overall. But anyhow, what's everybody going over? Anybody need help with teleport or portals orders or anything along those lines? Here at this office hours, working on MLK Day. This is what we do. Pineapple. You know, you guys can also use this yourself. Here, oh, actually, I guess I didn't really, share it. If you want to mess with it yourself, there you go. Yeah, there you go. There's a pineapple. There's the pineapple. You get the stamp for the patterning, and then you get the outline cutter. Both generated at the same time, and both downloaded when you need them there. So, pretty darn slick, if I do say so myself. It makes cookie cutter making so much easier than it used to be in the olden days. Yeah. Go crazy. We're really excited about this app. This one should be fun because, yeah, it plugs straight into our print farm. So it uses our 3D printing API. So you can just hit buy now, and then that cutter is sent straight on through to us, and we will print it and ship it in a day or 2. And this is a really great example of one of those configurators where someone could just make some little piece of software for making something or another, and then have a giant print farm to actually help you out. Because our print farm here is spec'd out for about 2,000 or 3,000 machines. So we are able to give people the scale that they need if they want to build an app that is producing physical parts for people. So this cookie cutter app is just a really good example of that. Thanks for the Reddit wiki. Really useful tools. Are all those created by Slant 3D? Oh, yeah, we released about 20 or 25 tools over on Reddit, a list of them all. Not all of them are us. A bunch of them are, but no, not all of them are us. But we filled in gaps where they needed to. So like there's a label maker and a shipping estimator and a QR maker, and then us. And then we linked to ourselves, or to like teleport and printing services that could offer some other options. And then mass production and where to get shipping software, just all kinds of resources for your business. And then some GPTs for doing product photography. Oh, actually, can I do that? I think I can probably get a hold of that. If I go to Reddit, to the 3D Print Entrepreneurs subreddit here, and we just go to the wiki. Let's go down here, product photos, Etsy cookie cutter maker. What I will do is I will just get a screenshot of this, just like this, and if I go ahead and do snipping tool, just like so, and you just get a screen cap of your STL, which we get right here, so great. Save that, there we go. Then we go over here. I want to sign in. Do I have to sign in? All right, I'll sign in with Google, and they'll get me. They'll get us. They'll get us. They'll find out where we are. Life is hard sometimes, but yeah, I don't need all the stuff. Add files and photos. We're here in the GPT, the Gibbet. We've got the Gibbet. We're gonna put this Gibbet in here, and I would like a photo of a cookie cutter. And then you put that in there just like this, and then this GPT should generate a product photo of this cookie cutter for you. So now you can build out a full cookie cutter store, and you can generate all the files that you need, and then also get product photography if you need. I'll see how this goes. I think we're on the free tier of Gibbet, so we'll see how long it takes for the Gibbet to make the photo. I like Gibbet. I'm going to use Gibbet more often. All right. I know this is exciting as well, watching an image generate on GPT, but ChatGPT, but is what it is. Life is hard sometimes. Let me put this back. Phone, it's dying. But people will be doing all kinds of stuff. There you go. There's a cookie cutter. Photo of that cookie cutter. That's a fantastic result. I mean, it's fake cookies around it, but like the cutter itself is fine. Show imprints of the cutter in dough. I wonder if that'll work. But yeah, this GPT has just been trained up to actually make photos from the STL capture, turn that into a 3D printed thing. Now you can sell this as a white cookie cutter printed in white PLA, and that should work fine. And that's accurate. You're not lying to any customers about what it can do. Sizing looks a little bit wonky on it, but that's okay. Yeah. So go crazy, guys. Make yourself some cookie cutters. And again, this is over here in Conjure Cookie. So yeah, go crazy on that and have fun. What else do you think we ought to make here? Everybody probably ran off and is messing around with this right now, but and yeah, if you need access to these, they are inside of the subreddit wiki, which has 20 bajillion tools inside it here. Model repositories, product photography, print services, all this stuff. We put where to sell, and we were like links, but we're like, it's Etsy. You Google it if you can't find it there. Ooh, that looked good. That came out pretty darn well. Yeah, actually, that came out really. Oh no, it double stamped those whole things. So don't use that photo in your Etsy listing, but you can refine it. And it literally, if you got just a good top down, that'd help a ton on these. I find myself using GPTs more often now that I'm getting this ready for my teleport and portals. Yeah, the GPTs are super handy. We'll keep on building out more and more of them because, like I say, there's the product photography one. The product photo GPT is really, if you take like a cell phone photo of the item, it will improve the quality of it quite a bit by just like putting it in a set and into a setting and saying, oh, it's in the bathroom, so it's on the shelf, and just giving you a place where it looks right. I would have lost that bet. I know, right? You got to get over it. You know, also, by the way, Gemini is as good at product photography right now as ChatGPT and DALL-E, which was weird. Google's really coming up from behind right now. Gemini also has really good video generation, like really good video generation. Surprisingly good video generation. Let me actually, I can't, dang it. My phone was supposed to charge. I'll show you an AI photo of video that we did recently here on Gemini. Let's see here. Let me scroll through all the things. I was testing them the other day, and we're going to start using them in shorts. But, yeah, let me get this video up for you. This one. Let me play this for you. So, this is going to look terrible, but like that duck dripping. This started out with a photo. We created a photo of one of our ducks. There's no way this is in focus. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys, but I just can't share this on desktop. We started off with a photo of one of our ducks, and then we had Gemini animate that video. And I just said, let the slime fall. And that is what you end up with. it's generated with AI, and it is very accurate fluid dynamics, which is so wildly impressive to me because the AI is able to embellish into that stuff where if you were computing that normally, it'd be way more intensive. But these large language models are just so good at it. Okay. All right. What's going on, fellas? What do you want to go talk about? What's up, Maker 209? VO is great. Yep. The Reddit helmet scaler that is linked would be fantastic addition to my upcoming store for customers to self-scale my helmet models. Now to get you guys to incorporate it into teleport and portals. We need to get all of our model generators incorporated into teleport and portals, but right now they're all separate, and integration will take some time. So we'll start adding in basically an API to where files generated will be able to automatically be added to like a catalog inside of teleport and portals, but that won't work for custom files. Those tools like the helmet generator, I didn't find out about that. I found that out from Uncle Jesse. He did the video on it, and I was just like, oh my gosh, we should have made that. But no, that one, kudos to whoever made that one. Also, there's one, the Gridfinity Maker one, which is Bento Box. This designer, I really, really appreciate. He's done such a good job. Well, I thought he did a good job. Why is it broken? Why is it frozen? Okay, takes a minute to load. We'll get it here in a sec. But, yeah, the quality of the model generators right now is just astounding. Oh, sweet. There we go. Nice. Still wonky. Okay, there we are. There's all those. And then you do some more columns, and then you drop in your little Gridfinity boxes. And you can drag and drop different size Gridfinity boxes. And you lay out your Gridfinity grid. And then it will let you download all the parts and pieces that you just made there, which is a really good thing. And then you can upload these and sell them on teleported portals. But I don't know who the designer was who did this. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Noti? Start creating. I want to know more about Noti. I built an app on Noti the other day, and I want to do a new one. Oh. Okay, hold on. Wait, sorry. I'm sorry I'm not showing everybody this as I'm messing around with it. Sorry. I've got like 12 screens that I gotta keep track of here. I can't keep track of all of them, guys. I do my best. I try hard. Right here. There we go. That's just what it's gonna be. It's what it's gonna be. But right here, Noti, yeah, the Bento Box one right here generates your Gridfinity board. Oh, does that do it as one giant board? Oh, it does. Oh, I don't like that. It should break up that board however you want it to. But you can do all these different Gridfinity slots, which are fantastic. And then it will prepare all of those models for you. But I was looking at Noti. And Noti is a very interesting CAD modeling tool, which I want to mess with. Robust CAD kernel crafted from scratch. Ooh. Yeah. I built an app the other day off of Noti, and I want to do more, and I did not realize that they had a full thing. I thought they were an open source project. But let's go ahead and do... I'm going to turn that off. So I am not giving away all of my private information. But get some questions down in the chat, guys. I'll get to that in just a second. Okay. Sorry. There is a Gridfinity box maker that will make a box around a photo. Oh yeah, there is. It's something AI. Tracer AI, I think, is the one that you're talking about. We didn't really want to include it because it's not really for the rule of all the links inside the wiki on the Reddit is the fact that they have to help out with the business. So the Gridfinity one is something where people would generically want to organize, so it's kind of useful for internal operations. We almost did not include it or like the organizer maker, but we got there. But yeah, Tracer, this is not the Tracer AI that I was looking for. Tracer AI Gridfinity. Gridfinity bins, Trace AI. Trace AI. Let me try that. Trace.ai. Will that go to a website that's not shady? Tool Trace AI. There we go. Got it. There we go. Yeah, this one's awfully nifty. The issue with it, though, is you have to take a picture of your things on an 8x11 sheet, and I don't like that. But at the same time, you have to have a point of size reference in there, but I'm like, there's some other way of getting it done. I don't know what it is, but there's some other way of getting it done. But it is, yeah, it's good. It's really good. Talk to David. How do you, oh, I'm sorry, David. Didn't mean to do that. By Final Rev. Who is Final Rev? I'm just tracking people down now. Laser cutting, mill turn, 3-axis CNC, all the things. Wow, that's cool. Oh, fantastic! And they can do foam cut stuff for you from Tool Trace. Good for them. This is awesome. Hey, somebody get in contact with Tool Trace and tell them you'll plug them into our API, and we'll print and ship the Gridfinity inserts for them. Organize your workshop. Image to Gridfinity. Okay. Is the build height of your machines also 220? Yes, Benjamin Bowser, that is correct. That will. Let's go back to other things. I always use a dollar bill for reference calibration or a quarter for smaller items. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. But you can't send those international, though. The 8x11 is an international standard. I always go, the reason I hate it is the fact that you need the third-party item at all. I don't think it's necessary. I think, the models won't admit to this, but ChatGPT is fantastically good at size estimation of parts just inside the image, just eyeballing it from a single image. So even though technically you can't tell the exact size, yes it can. And it's not like I'm holding up an illusory 4-foot tall one and saying, what size are these pliers? And it's a cardboard cutout. No one would do that. So you can pretty much embellish what it is based on the context clues in the image. And these LLMs are scarily good at estimating size. But you don't want them to do that, because if the slot doesn't fit correctly, then people get mad at you when their thing shows up wrong. A4 is like standard paper format, should be enough of a reference. It's totally fine as a reference. It's just bad that you have to include it in the photo. You should just take a picture of the things on a desk and it cuts them out. To have to include the sheet of paper is bad user experience, and I don't like it. There's a way to get it some other way. If you were using an iPhone, you have the laser, so you can measure the distance, and now you actually have a reference point. But you can't do that on Android, and all 3D printing nerds use Android. So, including me. Did you? My Android looks Apple-ish, but it's a nothing phone. But it's still Android. But it doesn't look like Android, because they make all your icons weird and stuff. It's way better. I love this so much more. I can vouch for the nothing phones. I enjoy it quite a bit. Even though, that's weird, I hadn't noticed that before. But like, it's important. It's important to have the nothing phone, because if you didn't have the nothing phone, how else would you do stuff like this? Hold on. No, that's not it. Yeah, stuff like that. I got glyphs. I got lights on the back that light up in weird shapes. Your normal Android phone, your Samsung can't do that. Oh, you can't even see it. It's like torching stuff out. I didn't realize that was that well lit. Well, my phone is lit up. There you go. You can kind of see him in the distance there now, shading him out. It's my glyph torch. And I can also do a glyph test somewhere in here. Yeah, there's a timer. Glyph timer. That one. Yeah, totally different. That looks so bad on camera. Wait, I'm gonna knock some heads here or something like that, because I think I'm still washed out. I might not be washed out. Hold on, let me see what the feed is real fast here. Anybody have questions about teleport or portals? I guess I don't look that washed out in real life. Okay. What 3D printable material is closest to the soft, grippy plastic that usually those tool inserts have? Tool inserts are normally done with a foam, but you don't want to print these in TPU. Just use PLA, it's fine. Nothing phone is awesome. Maker 209, do you have a Nothing phone? Yeah, I like the Nothing phone. I have a Nothing phone too. I think I might go for Nothing phone A. What's up? Oh, gotcha. No, I think it's fine. It looks good on the feedback. On the actual stream or whatever else it was. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. It's just on the preview and on this screen down here that I look paler than I am. But coming out on the other side, not that bad. Okay. Guys, there's no laws coming out about any of that stuff. Some governors have talked about it, but there's no actual formal laws that have been enacted or are going to get passed because there's no way to actually implement that thing. That's a nothing burger. You keep an eye on your politicians and that kind of stuff, but it's not a thing to worry about right now. There's lots of things in any given day to worry about, but that's not one of them. There's no reason to invent stuff. No, but I want one. Oh, yeah, it's good. I recommend it. Here's the thing. Here's the story of how I ended up with the Nothing phone. I have always been an Android user for a long time, and but I do not like Android, and I do not like the way a lot of people have set up their Android OS, their version and their flavor of it. There's too much bloatware, there's stupid functions, and the keyboard's always garbage. And the keyboard is still garbage, but I was going for an iPhone because I like the keyboard more, I like the typing experience more, I like the user experience more, and I'm a snob about that. I got an iPhone. I got the iPhone 15, 16, whatever it was, got it in, tried to connect it to my phone carrier, and the frickin' eSIM wouldn't connect. And I spent a good solid 3 hours on it. And I consider myself reasonably competent with connecting new technology, and I could not get that frickin' phone to connect to my Verizon account. So I gave up, and I was like, well, I want a phone that's nice, that's comfortable, that has a UI that I appreciate and enjoy. And I saw the Nothing phone demos, and I was like, that's okay. So I went ahead and got the Nothing phone before I recognized that it would not connect to my carrier. Because my Verizon did not support Nothing as a device. But I went ahead then and just changed carriers. And I moved to Sprint via Mint because I also kind of appreciate Mint's experience. So now I have a Nothing phone running on Mint, which is running on Sprint, which means I have service in not most of the places that I used to have. But I'm not going camping very often, so I don't care. And Sprint gets Starlink first. Not that my phone will be able to access it, but I get to say I do. Okay. Let's see here. I just learned about a foaming filament. Are they useful for tool inserts or the handles, for example? Or is it a useless gimmick? Foaming is useful, but mainly it's created for insoles. You don't want to use TPU or foaming filament for tool inserts because it's just really expensive. And those things use a ton of material. So just run it in PLA because it hurts nothing. And PLA is cheap and you can knock it out really fast. So the flexibility of it really isn't necessary because it doesn't do a lot for you. What else? Okay. Let's see. What's going on since yesterday? Excuse me. One of these days. Let's go back to doing a demo. If anybody wants or does not have, the other apps that we had were a QR generator. These are over in the wiki too. So you can do this. That amazing new QR code that moves as you type. I love QR codes. This is great. Wait, is that exactly the same each time? Yes, it is. Good. I am so impressed by QR codes. I actually have no idea how a QR code works except for the finding markers, but I have no idea how the values are actually encoded in it. But it is just satisfying. And this new version of the app that we turned loose will allow you to continually add as much as you want to, and it will update forever. And I want to see how far I can go before it breaks down completely. I mean, like, there's no way that's readable right now, but I'm going to keep on going some more anyhow. Hold on. Let's go full snow. Doubling over and over again, and that's where I broke it. That didn't take long. Then you have the shipping estimator, which will give you baseline costs via the 3 major carriers in the States. Didn't really set this one up for international. The print price calculator, we updated it to have a packaging. Let me do a refresh on here. It's updated to packaging. It should also estimate your zip code based on where you are, which it did. Aha! Sick. It will automatically give you your origin zip code based on where you are. Oh, we need to implement that into some other stuff to where it just autofills, because that'd make shipping calculators so much better. You don't have to put in an origin and a destination. You can just put in the destination and go from there, and it's magical. Okay, but we included that, and then there should be packaging. Maybe we haven't deployed packaging yet. Hold on, let me check on packaging. Oh, did we not deploy packaging? Hold on a second. I will get packaging deployed. I have master control of this from my thing. Let me get right in here, and I will get this updated for people. I'll get back to chat in just a second, guys. Bear with me. I just need this to go live because I want to show it to you guys. It's cool. And we'll go publish. Publish printpricecalculator.com. 3dprintpricecalculator.com. All right, that deploy is going on. We've got that coming now. Ha, bada bing, bada boom. Let's see. Oh, it's just the ASCII code starting at the bottom right? Really? That's boring. Would have been cooler if it wasn't that. Well, now I know. Darn it, they were magical. I was hoping there were some technological mysteries that would lay unsolved. What's up, Chuck? Let's see here. What is your printer's lowest tolerance for fitting parts? I want to design around this for models that need to slip fit without slop. I typically use fitment of 0.1 to 0.15 depending on the models. That's fine if you want them to be kind of like a press fit. Like, here's the thing. The printer tolerance has less to do anymore with the printer and more to do with the material and the use of it all. So generally, depending on what you're trying to do, if you're just trying to make 2 parts go together, 0.15 is fine. But the sloppier you can make a part, the better, because it's cheaper to make and more reliable, and it comes out well, especially if you're doing print on demand. So if you want a perfect fit part, make sure it's a compliant feature. Put slots around the edge of the hole, use grip fins, use something that has some give to it, and then design with 0 tolerance, and you know it will fit. That's the easiest way of doing those kind of things. Can you demonstrate how Teleport connects to Etsy? Teleport connects to Etsy super easy. Let me see here. Hold on. Well, let me get back to that 209. Let me do this. In order to connect Teleport to Etsy, all you got to do is go ahead and get your Shippo account. Connect the Shippo account up to Teleport, which the tutorial walks you through, and we have a couple of tutorials on YouTube to show you that too. And then inside of Etsy, or inside of Shippo, just connect to Etsy. and then it will connect to Etsy in about 30 seconds or so. You just go into Shippo and then say connect store, and then it'll say here's Etsy, and you say here's Etsy, and it says do you want to allow this, and you say yes, and it's connected. And you connect Etsy to Shippo and Shippo to teleport. That's how you get that done. So it's pretty easy to get that done. Have you ever tried Onshape? Any thoughts? Yeah, Onshape's fine. I like Onshape fine. Fusion 360 is fine too. FreeCAD, I don't have an opinion about right now. I haven't used it in quite a while. People say it's getting better. I have no idea. But hold on. Do I have packaging? Packaging. There's packaging right there. See? Great. So if you upload an STL now to the 3D print price calculator, and you go ahead and grab a file like this, and then upload it, then it will auto-calculate kind of roughly what the material is, what your cost is, all those kind of things, and then it will tell you what your packaging is. So this is a fairly big part. It's a full-size part, so it's even bigger than like what we would ever print. But I'm going to force it down here smaller. But now you know what packaging cost is, and you can overwrite it. You should be able to overwrite it. Wait a second. I also think that measurement is incorrect. I'll double check that. Maybe I shouldn't have deployed that right away. But you have your origin zip code automatically in there. You have your electricity cost for that origin zip code. You have your printer depreciation, and then you can figure out how much it costs to get this part fulfilled. And that is actually fairly accurate all the way through to where it's cheaper to use teleport. It is astounding to me how often it is cheaper to use teleport. Ever since we built this calculator, it's been a really good way of like demonstrating, oh, it's easier to use teleport because I don't have to deal with any of this stuff. You don't have printer depreciation. Rent is not a thing anymore. Failure rate, not a thing. Packaging, not a thing. All this stuff. And then also just platform fees. Like I still have not added platform fees in here. If you really want to go lean, you can sell on portals so you have no platform fees because Etsy takes 15% from you. Ooh. Yeah, Etsy takes so much from you. But yeah, moving from there. All right. But yes, it is boring in general. Well, there's an error detection correction. But yes, it is boring in general. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, what else? Let me go into the teleport account here real fast. So here in this teleport account, if you are getting connected up to Etsy and you're inside a teleport, you go over here and then you just select Connect Shippo. And then you get your Shippo connected. Got to log into your Shippo account. But you get Shippo connected to teleport. And then from Shippo, you connect it up to Etsy. And yeah, it's pretty fast and easy. Let's see here. Yeah, inside of teleport, any new stuff? I don't think we've deployed any new stuff here. Oh, I have connected billing to this account. We'll get it one of these days. Matches. The new matching functionality is out. Oh man, I'm sorry guys. Today started early. This was a 4 a.m. morning, so that was new. Newer-ish. I've been going more morning glory than I have historically. I'm generally a night owl, but I don't, I've been trying to flip that because I want to do more of the prep before people come in the morning. And as I get older, old and sad and tired, I got to start my days early in the morning because I don't have the same energy that I do at night as I used to 2 or 3 years ago. So anyhow, Shippo is required for portals. Nope. For portals, you do not need anything. Portals, you upload a part and it's for sale in 30 seconds. Portals needs no additional softwares. You do not need Etsy, you do not need Shopify, you do not need Shippo, you do not need ShipStation, you do not need anything. You need a file and a spirit of adventure. Upload it to portals and it is for sale. That is all you gotta do. Let's go ahead and do this right now, actually. Right here. If I wanna create a portal, here's what I do. Signed into portals. Signed into portals, right here, just like this. I go over here, or sign into teleport, go here to the portals button, which is so darn cool, and I say plus, and then I upload a file, and in fact, I'm lazy, I'm not gonna upload a file, I'm gonna select a file from catalog, because there's a bunch of pre-prep files ready to go. In fact, I'm gonna do even more than that. I'm gonna scroll down, I'm gonna create a file for this thing, just as it is, and then I'm gonna go ahead and say, cookie cutter, buy it now, because this is how you do it. And then I'm gonna want that cookie cutter in probably a white. So we're gonna go ahead and select white. And this is a full set of cookie cutters, so it's a whole bed of them. So $15 is not expensive at all for those things. In fact, I'm going to take that up to 19 bucks because $5 per cookie cutter is perfectly reasonable. And then you open the portal, it's for sale. And if someone orders that portal, you're good to go. And then what I'm going to do on top of that, even more, get out of this, close this out. I'm going to go ahead and copy this link. And now I'm going to go share it over here and say, hoorah, I'm selling on portals. And then I'm going to go to Facebook. I'm going to say, hoorah, selling on portals. And then anybody can come here to this link and say, buy now. And then they can check out and have it shipped to them, and we will print and ship it. And that is all you had to do. I just created an e-commerce business in 30 seconds. That is how much time it took. That is all that you have to do. Yes. Okay. Take a break, Gabe. Nope. Not doing it. We are not growing fast enough. Here's the thing. Our goals for this year that I told the team, I did not include it in our quarterly review letter, but our goal this year is we need to triple revenue overall, and that's going to be a good lift, and we're going to get it done. It's driving me nuts. I hate January so much, getting everybody revved up and rolling again, because people come off of the lethargy of, oh, it's Christmas, oh, it's cold, and all the rest of it. I'm like, no, here we go. We got stuff to do. We got to get Cookie Conjure out the door. We got to get those things rolling with ads. We got to get video production increased because we got 2 editors laying around and we're not making more videos than we used to. So we're going to start getting rolling here again. There's more stuff to do. And I'm going to do a 1-hour live stream every single day forever until we gain another 1,000 subscribers, and then subscribers to Teleport. And we not to brag, but we're getting 1,000 subscribers like every 5 days on the YouTube channel. So thank you all for watching that. But now we got to get more stuff here. If I upload something to portals, how will I know that it prints correctly and is of the quality I am wanting? Making layers, if you want to double check our quality, you can look at all the prints that we have done online on the website, or you can order a portal from yourself. Right there, you can buy it from yourself. You can set it at cost and buy it from yourself. Or if you want to do a prototype, you can run over here into Prototyper and upload your file and buy it for yourself, and it'll be shipped to you. We are working on getting some other prototyping options out for international folks, but yeah, the simple way is check the parts that we've already shown off of print quality. We have a print quality video, we have a print quality other thing, and quite frankly, if you just message us and say, hey, I want to test this, we will probably just print it for you and send you some photos. We're very open about this, and our print quality is amazing all the time, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah, so order a part from yourself or something else there. To which countries do you ship? All of them. Planet Earth. We ship to all the countries. So yeah, wherever you need it to. We are shipping to all the countries from the United States. Any plans on opening a Slant 3D in EU or another country? Want to get there as soon as we can, but we want to make sure that the US is covered, because the US is where the vast majority of sales come from. So it's just really valuable to make sure that it's covered. Because here's the thing with Teleport, guys. Anybody who's in the EU who is running an Etsy store, they can almost double their sales overnight if they connect a Teleport store, because they eliminate tariffs, they eliminate international shipping time, and they eliminate all the cost attached with that. So if an EU seller just connects up to Teleport, they basically now have a presence in the United States to where they can print and ship orders really fast and not have to worry about crossing an ocean, which is a huge unlock. And the US is one of the biggest markets on the planet. It is the biggest market on the planet. So if you're not selling in the States, you should just turn on Teleport and start selling in the United States, because it's just so valuable to you. More colors for Pet G and portals. Which colors do you need? Disturbed Bedlam? Give us a specific one. Are you selling 100 orders per month? If you're selling 100 orders per month or 10 kg, we automatically turn on the color for you. So if you're hitting those standards, go ahead and shoot them to that. Do you think that Kawan Design is an okay Etsy name? Sounds fine to me. I don't know. What do you do? Are you a Kawani? A Kawanis? A Kawaninite? The reason I was asking is we've all downloaded something from one of the STL sites and it didn't print into actually working product. Oh, if you're making layers, if you're downloading files from the sites, yeah, check it. print it, make sure that file is good. But hopefully they've been watching our videos and they have designed their parts to be appropriately printable. But yeah. How do taxes work with portals? The product is owned by the EU seller but sold by a US company. Are the taxes owed to EU or US? So this is a really good question. The way taxes work inside of portals is you are licensing the design to Slant 3D and Portals. Portals is the seller of the object. You are the designer of it. So you are effectively receiving a royalty for each one of the sales of your portals. The benefit difference is that you get to set your royalty and sell it for whatever price you think is right. So inside of portals, you are paid whatever the royalty is, and that is your income from it. The taxes, it's a royalty. It's miscellaneous income. However your taxes in your country work for a royalty, that's how that works. So it's pretty simple. Slant 3D takes care of sales tax and other local taxes and that kind of stuff for everything else. So it just simplifies everything for everybody a lot. Let's see here. What else? What is the view right now? Okay, cool. I'm not sharing stuff around. Weird. I'm not streaming in the traditional way. Let's go ahead and look at some other stuff. I want to go back to Reddit. Actually, I'm going to close out a bunch of these tabs. The print price calculator, recommend using it. It's a really helpful tool. Really, really useful tool. Oh yeah, 97904. Yeah, there we go. Look at this up. There, now you actually have taxes. So much taxes from all this stuff, and then your customers pay. My goodness, it is amazing to me that nobody knows how to price correctly. But hopefully people can now learn how to price correctly. Guys, there's been print price calculators around forever, and they've all been garbage because the person doesn't really realize all the costs that go into making a part. So I'm so proud of the team for finally getting one of these things out because it just helps so much. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see. What else? What printers are you using majority? So most of our printers that we try to use in our print farm are our internal machines, which are called slant boxes, which are ones we build ourselves. And there's a lot of reasons for that. Some of them technical, some of them business modeling. But yes, all of them are a factor for sure. Okay. What else, folks? Okay. Let's see. What else? Oh, Form Fusion. There we go. You guys are going at it. Thanks, Maker209. What else we got? I'm going to go back to Cookie Conjure. Because Cookie Conjure's cool. I want to make a rocket. That changed stuff, right? Yeah, cool. Rocket with an astronaut riding it. How can we do it? How does it look? How does it come across? Ooh, that's not quite what I was going for, but it's not bad. Oh man, that came out so good though as a cutter. Like that looks fantastic. Oh man, nice. Nice. That looks gorgeous. What else should we make? Yeah, conjurecad.com/cookie. I'll get this out here for all the new people. This is a new AI cookie cutter generator app that we released. It's for free. Anybody can use it. Go crazy. You can either get STLs or you can buy a cookie cutter, a pair of cookie cutters, because we always do the outline and the stamp in one go, so you can get something knocked out there real quick and easy. And yeah, it's just, man, it's just a useful tool. How did the backpack do? That did so well. Oh man, that looks so dadgum good. All right. Let's see here. Oh man. I shouldn't be yawning this much. I think it's mainly just because it's cold in here. But I guess I'd be yawning if it was warm in here too. Anybody else have questions about teleport or anything along those lines? Do we have good audio? I feel like I'm terrified that our audio is garbage. Okay. It's not too bad. Alrighty then. Here we go. Turn that off. Don't need that. Let's see. Would names in the cookie cutter work? Maybe with another object, baby shower ideas. Oh yeah, we do names. Yeah, literally you can technically do any shape you want, but like, if you just do it like this and say the name Jimmy in a bold font. Actually, I haven't tried this one before, but you can absolutely do names. Names are easy. The audio is excellent, fantastic, good. Jimmy. Ha, it's cutting off a weird part of the Jimmy. Weird, that's a tad funky. Let me try the name Gabe in a dark black bold font. AI, what you gonna do? All the things. Stamp looks great though. There we go. Hoorah! My little outlines for each one of them and then a stamp for each one of them if you really wanted to do that. But yeah, there you go. There's a bold font for you. But bam. Alright. I've been here for a few days and still don't know what Teleport is. Is it a new slicer? Teleport is our print-on-demand software. So, for someone who does not know, Teleport allows you to connect your e-commerce store to our giant print farm so that you can get like 1,000 3D printers on tap. Whenever you get an order, we will print and ship the item directly to your customer for you. So you get a giant print farm to run your business on top of that you otherwise wouldn't be able to get a hold of. This lets you focus on designing new products, marketing products, working with customers, and instead of having to pack boxes, refill printers, and this kind of stuff. So Teleport is a tool for businesses to really get a lot more scale and a lot more distribution. Teleport has a bunch of kind of different advantages. Some of the key advantages for Teleport are really for like international sellers because they can now get a print farm in the United States to print and ship items directly to customers for them. Because you can be in the EU, but you can have a customer in the US, and if they order it, Slant 3D will print and ship the item straight to them for you. That way you don't have to ship the item across an ocean to that customer, which saves all kinds of problems. So yeah, that's what Teleport is. Chaotic Bean, let me know if you have any other questions or follow-up there. But yeah, that's what Teleport is for. Are you paying for the image generation and stuff? Or are you not losing money on that? Yeah, we pay for all the stuff. We pay for the server costs over there. We shouldn't be losing money on it because the main thing that comes out is people buying the cookie cutter itself. And file generation costs are not that high. So it's just kind of part of the cost of doing business. We also just want this to be a tool for people. So it's fine. It's one of the things that we do. It's a tool that was needed. We built it out. Maybe someday we'll have to start charging for it if people are generating stuff. But we've had hundreds of folks. Have we cracked thousands yet? Hundreds of folks who've been generating files the last few days. So it is what it is. But yeah, we are also white labeling this for some cookie cutter stores to where they can put a custom cookie cutter generator into their store. And then when they get an order, we will print and ship it for them. So we make money on the printing of parts. So software is a cheap thing for us because we make money on the printing of parts. So that's how we run those things. What else, folks? We got about 6 minutes left, and then I got to shut down the stream, which is kind of sad because we were only just starting to get rolling, really. But, yeah, what other kind of questions do people have? Are you using a 3D specific AI tool, or is it one of the common ones? We rejiggered it. So, like, the model that we're using is we're using an image generation model, and then we do post-processing on that image. So we had to prep up the model to generate the images the way we want them so that you can actually get a good cookie cutter out of it. So that's where a lot of the work went in. Yeah. What else, folks?
I know I'm not supposed to leave people hanging, but what I'm going to do.
Well, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Oh, there we go. Okay. What else? Oh, sweet. Chat will condense to just that. That is way more useful. Can I close this up? No, I can't close that up, but I can populate all of this stuff just like that, and now I can see it all. By golly, we've done, whatever, 10 or 15 streams. No, by now we've done 15 or 25 streams. We've almost got it down to where we might almost be good at this now. Starting to get it like laid out to where it works correctly. We've done the reps. We've put in the time. We've taken our knocks. We've been fat at the gym. Like this is the stuff that we got to do. But we got it working now. All right, 5 minutes to go, folks. Get the stuff out now. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Because when I'm gone until tomorrow. Alrighty. Let's see. Looking forward to materials on testing and infill testing. Oh yeah, we're working on doing more of those. The thing is, they're just really time consuming for the number of views that they get. So we've been integrating them into larger videos, and we're trying to get the testing system just slicker, so that people can, so that we can integrate it into videos more often. In multi-part prints, so these are assembled, glued together before shipping, if required? No. Multi-part prints currently are not assembled. We throw all the stuff into a box. Because one of the really big advantages of that is the fact that you kind of get an IKEA relationship with a customer. People who build their furniture from IKEA love it a little bit more and ascribe more value to it. So if you're designing a part to be printed in multiple parts, design it to be assemblable, and then people can partake of it. Or if you need weird assembly and stuff, you can go up to the premium tier, and that will give you assembly if you need it. So, or not the premium tier, the enterprise tier. Enterprise tier will support assembly and all kinds of custom stuff. So that's the way to get those done. Okay. What else? What's your weather like? Our weather is cold today. Quite cold. A little bit foggy, but quite cold. We're getting into an actual real winter. Boise's been really temperate the last few months, which is somewhat non-seasonal for us. But we are getting through it. Yeah. It's just about starting to snow. It really, really wants to, but it hasn't quite made it through yet. Let's see. What else?
All right, 3 minutes, folks. I know
This is like terrible streaming style. Because all the rest of... Oh, thanks, Maker209. Or UN Engineering. Sorry. Thanks, man. Let me acknowledge that. Wait, why can't I acknowledge that? I can like it. There we go. I can't like it like a normal person. Thank you. Appreciate that. Whoa. Holy cow. Thanks, guys. I've never done this before. I've never passed the hat around on a stream before. Like, no, quit. Actually, stop that. Stop paying us money. Instead, go create a portals or a teleport store or something like that. I want that. Do that more. We need more of that. And then you can make money, and then we can make money, and everybody makes money together. This is how we're supposed to do this. We're doing fine. But I need more people to make teleport and portal stores. Go do that. Spend your money over there. Go buy some ads on Etsy and sell some prints. And then let us print them for you. That's what we need right now. We need more people on teleport and portals. But the money that just came across will go towards server fees for Cookie Conjure. So people can download unlimited STLs and file generations over here. That's how we'll do that. 7 freedom units. Oh, you're talking about temperature. Gotcha. I'm with you, Maker209. I think we're probably about 20 degrees Fahrenheit there. Yeah. But, okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and turn it loose. Thanks all for watching here. We're going to keep on doing these streams every day at noon. They may shift to, like, later at night because I'm going to try to get more people from other parts of the world because noon Mountain Standard Time is no one else's normal day time. So we'll probably shift some of it around, and we'll see what we can do. But beyond that, thank you all so much for coming by and watching. If you have questions or anything else, let me know, and we can go ahead and get them covered in the questions tomorrow. Store them up, keep them around, and we can help you out with whatever you need tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.